The sound of London. Big Ben tells you it's 12 noon.
I think all of our listeners know, and a version that maybe you don't know from Russell Watson, We Are the Champions, kicking off the lunchtime hour on LHR with me, your DJ Guy and Maddie. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Maddie, we've got a lovely gentleman here in the studio with us.
はい、金曜日のインター FM LHR ランドンヒットレディオです。さあ、イギリスマンチェスター出身、UK クラシックチャートで第1位を獲得しましたスーパーボーカリストです。ラッセル・ワトソンさんをスタジオにお迎えしました。
Great to welcome to the program Russell Watson. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Guy. How are you?
We're good. We're happy it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yes,
sun is shining
me too.
Yeah, but you haven't slept though.
No, I didn't. We got in last night quite late and I went to bed and I was just wired all evening. And then when the phone rang this morning at 9 o'clock and somebody said, OK, it's time to leave the hotel now, I said, but I want to go to sleep.
No. So sorry, we're keeping you awake all day.
No, it's okay. It's good to be here. And the sun's shining, unlike Manchester, where it's constantly raining at the moment. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm very excited about next week.
Yeah. Well, it's our favourite time of the year here. Autumn here. It's lovely and sunshine. And you got your shows on Monday and Tuesday night.
I have, down at the Orchard Hall again. Very excited. We were here last year with Mr. Foster and his friends.
Yeah.
At the, I think it was the Forum. I noticed you've got pictures of Michael Bolton up there.
Yeah, he's back.
He's a good friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah, we were touring last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a great guy. I like Michael.
Who have you worked with or met, since you've become a huge star? What sort of people do you get to meet? Who do you like?
Probably one of the pinnacles of my career was Pavarotti in Hyde Park. That was pretty remarkable. I also did a concert with, believe it or not, I know it sounds a bit odd for a classical singer, but I also did a concert with...
talking to your microphone.
Yeah, sorry.
You.
I normally don't have any problem being heard.
I was going to say, actually, you probably don't need a microphone.
No. I did a concert with Meatloaf in New York. That was pretty amazing.
Oh, wow.
Duet Summer Records. I've worked with people like Lionel Richie, Lulu from the UK.
Yeah.
I've been very, very fortunate. Diane Warren has wrote a couple of songs for me. I did the theme tune for, the new Star Trek series, Enterprise.
Yeah.
I did the theme tune for that.
No way.
With Diane Warren. That was pretty cool.
Oh.
So, yeah, and of course I've sung for the Emperor of Japan and had dinner with him, and the Pope, President of the United States, the Queen.
Who's next? Well, you've done it all then, really.
There's nothing left to do. I'm actually just about to announce that this is it. I'm giving my career up today.
No, I've got one for you. Go into space with Sarah Brightman. Did you hear that news last week?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when she gets there, is she going to parachute down?
And break the sound, speed of sound, yeah.
I can't believe that. Did you see that piece of news?
That was amazing.
It was quite remarkable.
Yeah.
Yes.
38
what an
kilometres
astonishing man. Yeah, and there were so many factors that could have gone wrong with him as well, wasn't there? And he somehow managed to break through the stratosphere and got his parachute out at the last minute. Remarkable.
What haven't you done that you'd love to do in life?
Probably win Wimbledon.
You like tennis?
Yeah, I love tennis.
Really?
Tennis is a passion, a real passion. I love my sport. I used to play a lot of squash and football. But I love tennis.
Really?
I'm addicted to it. If I had the opportunity to play tennis every day of the week, I would.
How often do you play?
Every day of the week. Probably, no, in all fairness, probably about 4 or 5 times a week.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm starting to get good now. I'm about 6-7 years in, and the forehand's starting to feel strong. The serve's big. I'm taking down some of the coaches that I'm playing.
Good.
They don't like it. They're having to deal with it.
Did you go to Wimbledon? Do you watch?
I'd love to go to Wimbledon. I've not had chance, but I mean, it's something that I would like to do. I'd like to have a knock there, actually. Yeah, I'd love to have a little knock there.
I think you should.
One of these old days.
When did you realise you had a voice? When did you learn to sing or how to sing? You know, what happened in your childhood?
I was in the shower one morning, and
I do it every day. Yeah. No one's discovered me yet. Come on. Okay. We need you to sing for us. Do something for us. Give us something.
Oh, what?
Come on.
No, I've not warmed up or anything.
Oh, you've got to do something. Sing, pretend you're in the shower.
Okay.
毎朝やってることですかね、これ。ラッセルさん、毎朝シャワーで何を歌うのか。
Something Italian?
Yeah. Yeah.
Si come un sciorrillo tu tiene una buchella nu poco rillo a passo le a tella dambillo e pigliatillo nu vaso piccerrillo nu vaso piccerrillo come a questa buchella che pare una rossella nu poco rillo a passo le a tella.
Russell Watson!
Grazie.
すごいですね。でもこれ、もう周りの近所の人みんな起きますね。朝のこのシャワーの歌声で。
What do your neighbours think of you? Gee.
You wake up everybody.
I don't have any anymore.
Wow, that was amazing.
I did a concert, this is true, I did a concert recently, name dropping again by the way, at Buckingham Palace for the Duke of Edinburgh. Right at the very, very back of Buckingham Palace. And after I'd done my performance, I sang 4 songs and I finished with Jerusalem. And after I finished, he came over and I had my microphone in my hand and he went, "What's that for?" And I said, "It's a microphone, Your Majesty." And he says, "What have you got a microphone for with that voice? They can hear you in space." So when Sarah goes up next year, she'll be listening to me singing Jerusalem.
Where did you get your sense of humour from?
I'm a good old Northwest lad,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Buys peas and chips, you know what I mean.
Well, you discovered your voice in the shower. When did the world discover you?
I would say probably around about 1999. When I sung at Old Trafford. It was a huge break because I've been singing basically around the pubs and clubs of the Northwest for about 10 years. I've been working hard on my voice and doing a lot of training and coaching and so on. And I got a break. I was doing a performance at a charity event and the chairman of Manchester United at that point was a guy called Martin Edwards. And just flippantly at this charity event said, "You should come and sing at Old Trafford." And that was the last I heard from it. And then about 6 months later, I got a telephone call. "We'd like you to come to sing at Manchester United's football ground. The Theatre of Dreams was the last game of the season in 99. And it was a season that United won the treble. And we beat Tottenham. I sang at the last game, and then the week after, they invited me to represent Manchester United in Europe, and I sang at the Nou Camp Stadium in Barcelona when we beat Bayern Munich 2-1, and that was immense. And that was kind of the start of it all for me.
Were you nervous?
Petrified, but not as nervous. I think one of the most nervous moments I've had was I did the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games. It was in Manchester, and just before I went on, I wasn't nervous at all. I was actually, quite calm and all suited and booted and ready to go. And then one of the stewards there said to me, all yellow suited, and he said, "Are you all right, Russell, lad?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine, thank you." He said, "There's going to be about a billion people watching on TV, don't you?" I said, "How many?" 1 billion people. And I was pretty nervous then.
Then I guess once you're on stage, though, boom, you sing and you go into a different space, yeah?
Absolutely. I love it. I mean, I have a genuine love for what I do, and I feel very, very fortunate to still be doing what I do.
We're going to have a quick break. You've chosen Danny Boy for us, and it's a song that's hit the nerve of one of our listeners. We've got a story for you in a moment, but let's first have a listen to Russell Watson, Danny Boy.
76.1 Inter FM.
LHR, London Hit Radio.
Our special guest in the studio this afternoon is, we call you Super Voice, Russell Watson. I hope you approve. Is that all right?
Yes.
Just quickly...
I'll be going into space without a rocket this year, by the way. Just a cape on.
There you go.
Super Voice.
Super Voice.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Super Voice.
I love that story about, someone, the healing powers of music. But just quickly, I want you to share your story. You survived a brain tumor.
Yes, two. Yes, I was very poorly for about 5 years actually in total. I had 2 serious operations, and also endured 25 treatments of radiotherapy as well.
Wow.
And I'm still here, but I mean, it's a long story to go through it all from start to finish. It was a very tough period in my life and my career, and I was told that it was unlikely that I would ever sing classical music again, and that I would ever be, as you called me, Super Voice. I wouldn't be doing it again. And I've defied the odds, the medical odds, and I'm still here and I'm still singing, but with probably more passion and more vigour for life and enthusiasm for what I do than I've ever had before. And so often I speak to people who've had similar circumstances in their life where they've been very poorly with cancer or tumours, and they all say the same thing. It's given them a completely different outlook on life, and that's one of the benefits that I've taken from what was a very dark period of time. I've taken the positives I've taken is that my outlook on life and my appreciation for what I have now has been heightened massively by the struggle that I've had.
I guess you feel like you get a second chance.
Yeah, in my respect, a third chance.
Third chance, yeah.
Because the second tumour that I had, I was in intensive care for quite a long time, and it was they got me to hospital with literally, I know people say this all the time, but with minutes to spare. The tumour had doubled in size and was hemorrhaging when I was rushed to hospital, and I'm very lucky to be here. Somebody's looking out for me.
Nice one. You're a good man. Positive spirit, I guess.
Yeah, I
Keeps
try
things
to
going.
Yeah.
Great stories with us, Russell Watson, today.
Hi.
Russell, you're in town the same week that Paul Weller is here, and we always ask our guests to pick up your favourite British artist. And you've chosen the Jam for us today.
I have, yeah.
You might get to bump into Paul next week.
Be nice.
Well, we're going to be broadcasting.
We're a bit like ships in the night. There's been a few occasions where we've nearly bumped into each other, but it's not quite happened.
Well, we're broadcasting at a Paul Weller photo exhibition next week, so come by and say hi. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
He's a good guy. I love his music. I used to, back in the days when you used to get excited about going out and buying a piece of vinyl, and you'd wait for the new releases of the record, and I'd jump on the bus into Manchester, into town centre, and buy the new record and proudly take it home and put it on my record player and have a listen. And I just loved the Jam music, and just the fact that it epitomised that particular era.
You've chosen a wonderful track for us today, In the City.
1977, it was the first Jam record release, and again, I just think it epitomised that sort of angry young man from Woking, just energy, just blistering out of the music, and again, remarkable, because at the time, one of the first 3-piece bands that there'd been, with Buckler, Foxton and Weller with vocals and guitar. It was just a magical and blistering noise.
Yeah,
amazing.
Russell, I could talk with you for hours, but we're out of time, unfortunately. Final word to the listeners. What would you like to say to people listening? I'd
just like to say I've been coming here now for around about 12 years, and I'm always thrilled. I live so far away from Japan, from Tokyo, and the fact that the support here has been sustained over such a long period of time, even through the difficult times that I've had, the 5-year period where I was relatively unable to sing. And just thank you very much for the continued support in Japan. Thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing you on Monday or Tuesday.
Yes, Monday, Tuesday night at Bunkamura Orchard Hall in Shibuya. Have some great shows. We'll be there. Russell Watson, thank you very much for coming to LHR today.
Pleasure. Thank you.